All right, let's look at part D. We have the integral from 0 to infinity sine x over 2. Well, the interval of integration is 0 and infinity. So since we have infinity in one of the limits, that makes this integral improper. And sine function, as you remember from pre-calculus or even Calc 1, is a continuous function for all x, and in particular is continuous on 0 and infinity, the interval 0 and infinity. So what we're going to do is to apply the very first item here, okay, saying that if you have infinity as one of the limits, in this case it's the upper limit, okay, so change that to b and then pass the limit on b, okay, so that's exactly what we're going to do. All right, let's just implement that here. So that's equal to limit as b approaches infinity. So integral from 0 to b sine x over 2 dx. Okay. So I'm not going to take a separate space here to integrate sine x over 2 because I know how to integrate that. Right? You can use a u substitution if you want to. You can call this to be u, but I'm going to do just in one shot, and you can pause the video and you can convince yourself. Okay. Limit 2 times cosine x over 2. Sorry, I'm just integrating that. So I'm just going to write down the antiderivative here. 2 times cosine x over 2. And now I'm using the fundamental theorem of calculus to put the limits in, right? 0 and b. Okay. Good. And then let's plug in the limits. 2 cosine b over 2 minus 2 cosine 0. If you use your calculator, that's 2. 2 times cosine 0 is 2, because cosine 0 is 1. Okay. So now I'm going to pass the limit as b approaches infinity. So one thing that we had earlier in Calc 1, that cosine infinity doesn't exist, because cosine is a fluctuating function, right? Cosine is a fluctuating function in between -1 and 1. And when b goes to infinity, it doesn't converge to any value. It still keeps fluctuating. So that makes this limit does not exist. Okay. All right. For that reason, the integral here diverges. Okay. It doesn't converge to anything. It diverges. All right. Again, we're using the fact that cosine fluctuates in between -1 and 1 as b approaches infinity. Okay, so that means it doesn't converge to anything. All right, this takes care of part D, and I think we're done with all sub questions here. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please send those to my way. I'll see you in another video. Bye.